I think what you did with Ranchan
Yeah,
was so beautiful because you gave Heer a voice. And for years, men have been telling the story of Heer Ranja as one entity. You stepped out of that and said, one second, what would Heer say? You know, what would she say to him? Does she have the right to leave him? And it just took the entire idea of this, like, she doesn't have a voice, and it made her come alive.
Right.
I'm overthinking it. Did you?
No, actually, I'm very grateful for that. So you have these moments where, people do get it, and everybody, men, women, everybody kind of reacts to it in the way that you, of course, intended it and you thought it was possible. But it's wonderful to see the acceptance and the release that comes with it. So, just it was a very simple line, and the line came before the song. I mean, before the melody. Which is Ja Ranjan 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 तू भी क्या याद रखेगा जाहिद ने तैनू छोड़ दिया. So it's so it's also it's many things, but it's also like a gift. It's not even just, it's not like the
It's not
sad.
yeah, it's not revenge or it's also like fine, yeah,
Ja
ji le apni zindagi. And more importantly, let me kind of
But Kausar, you do know that every time you write these songs, we feel represented. Like when you said कि आशिकों में जिसका title Titanic, and that whole song, like where किनारा दिखा के डुबा रहे, so many boys.
Yeah. Crazy. I got crazy. Yeah, me too.
Every time I have a breakup,
It's a
I think
goosebump
of that
session.
song.
Every
I'm just
time.
like, oh God,
Love it.
Jhalla Walla. I mean, for me, every song that you write, and there is the entire soundtrack, like when it comes to Gehraiyan. And I'm just like, those songs. And now you have a new one, which is Chand Takiye, which I think is so lovely, you and Ankur.
So, and it's wonderful. So, Ankur is one of those people, so it doesn't matter male or female. He's a very supportive and a collaborative artist.
Secure.
So, it's literally a secure artist, absolutely. So, you are kind of, helping each other create something that otherwise doesn't exist in a certain framework. And we keep talking about the music of Dhurandhar. I think that's what you guys did as well. It's you kind of redefine. That is another thing not to deal with, and I'm learning how not to be bothered by that, to kind of try and stick to definitions of what a song should be, a poem should be, a writing should be, singing should be. It's all changing, and maybe you brought something to it which changed it. So it's now, it's defined by something new and
absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you for saying that. But I don't think we have to be conscious of it. We are by virtue of being.
Yeah. You're
Like,
also going to be giving us your own music.
Yeah, of course. I'm working on. Actually, I had never thought about making my own music. That was the biggest paradox in the whole thing, because I trained to be a classical singer. Then I was in metal bands, which is strange.
As it goes.
As it goes.
Naturally.
And then I started doing playback. So in this whole process, I was not actually creating my own music. I think pre-COVID, I came to Mumbai in 2018. And since then, it took me a while to figure out how does this work? Because, I mean, you also have to earn your own money. You have to be able to pay your bills and stuff. And
Chase invoices.
exactly. And then there are like so many stereotypes. Which box are you supposed to fit yourself in? And then there's this wave of people telling you, okay, the independent scene, the non-film scene is going great and everything.
Only for men, but anyway.
Now it's changing, obviously. Now it's slowly changing. And Rashmeet, of course, we know like all of them have done such great work. But at that point, when you don't have money, I was not also performing. I always waited for a reason to be up on stage. Like in my mind, it shouldn't be like we need a female singer to isko bulao.
Correct.
So because I need to be able to justify that I really want to hear this song from this woman or something like that. So till that time I have that song, I feel in my mind I have no reason to be up there other than adding glamour to your party.
Yeah.
Which I will not bring. So already I know that it'll be like, अरे ये क्या था, हमने तो ये नहीं मांगा था, ये सब I want to avoid in my life. So I was waiting, and inside I always felt very agitated. Like, where will this energy go? I can't like constantly do riyaz. Somewhere it needs to go.
कहीं तो निकालना पड़ेगा.
I was so real. I was too
करेंगी
agitated.
दीदी रियाज.
Yeah. And then I started making songs. Then I started working on, obviously the initial couple of years, it was horrible. I hated the music that I made. I deleted everything. I'm like, you cannot put this out. You should not put this out. And after a couple of years, I realized that, okay, now there is some maturity in the music that I'm making. I'm extremely punishing to myself. In general, as a person, I punish myself a lot. So, you know, sometimes I feel that a lot of these albums which I see, and I hear like, oh my God, I would never have released this song. If this would have been my song, I would never have released this because it's so like raw and like not nicely done. So I now realize that I've been too punishing to myself.
Hard on yourself.
Too hard on
But then,
yourself, yeah.
But then it has really helped me improve myself. I'm not letting me go easy. Myself go easy कि चलेगा ये ऐसा बेसुरा गा दूंगा चलेगा ऑटो ट्यून से या पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन में कर लेंगे. Even in the takes.
शायद इसीलिए तो 25 साल लग रहे हैं ना.
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time.
औरतों को ज़्यादा वक्त लगता है मेरे हिसाब
Of
से.
course, I
And I
mean-
think that one big learning that I'm having from each of you is that at some point we just have to like just do it. You know?
Yeah.
Just do it. You know.
At one
it's
point
never
of
going to be
time,
perfect.
At one point of time, I think audacity trumps all of this. You have to be audacious. You have to think that just let it out into the system and it's going to take care of itself, and it does. So it took me a while to come to that because I was being too hesitant about what to do, what not to do. I went to labels, they told me, we don't know what to do with you. We do not know where to put you. We don't understand your music. And some even recommended that I do K-pop, which I found very atrocious. And I went back home and I was again back into my shell. Oh my God, what am I doing? And this is, mind you, this is after Aaj Ki Raat.
That you should do K-pop after.
Yeah. So that's a lot of
Gatekeepers.
And utter lack of imagination. I mean,
So that also I put on myself that oh my God, why did I go?
ever.
Why did I go to these people and ask, you know, what do you think about
I'm
my
still
music?
processing that sentence. I was like,
I hope after this chat at least there'll be a WhatsApp group between us.
oh yeah, then the names will be named.
Talk to each other, girls. It would be great. I think women need to talk to each other.
Absolutely.
You know, so that we're just in the same. I think men kind of manage to do that because I've noticed something. If there are two men and they hate each other, okay, but if the girl walks in,
Yeah,
they'll be best friends. If
But
a
I
girl
think
comes and
me
she's
and
a threat,
Rashmi-
they'll become best friends. I have seen it play out next to me, and I'm just like, but तुम दोनों तो एक दूसरे को नफरत करते थे. They're like, तुमसे ज़्यादा नहीं. Because it's about us. It's about, you know, they think of it as one of us. So I think that one of us, and that's something we can learn from.
We have to have a girls' club.
Girls,
But I must tell you, I've seen, I'm so sorry. I've had a lot of men in my life who've been really supportive. As a
of
woman.
course, and they will
And
always
they've
be.
not been there.
Thank God, yeah.
Ankur Tiwari.
So my male friends, they got together, they motivated me to make my own music. They helped in the production, they helped in mixing and mastering. So there was a lot of motivation from them.
Of course.
Because
Yeah, it's fine. वो बहुत जगह है उनके पास.
हो गया उनका.
Topic, I remembered one more funny thing I wanted to say about Bollywood, just from like just my observations. I think it was like 2018, okay, before they started making these like big title tracks that are like not attached to the film, you know, like, and I was like, I just like really had in my mind, I'm like, I want to do like a Sia, Imagine Dragons song in English, you know, like maybe the chorus is in English because they would never imagine me in any language other than English. And I remember somebody met me from the movie company in America. They asked me for a meeting and then they sat with me and my American manager. And I was like, okay, great, I have this great idea. And he goes, but you're a woman. How can you voice the man is the main character? And I was shocked. I was thinking, why did I bring you to the Soho House? Like, why are we here?
Why am I paying for your food?
Yeah, like I wasn't paying for his food, but I was like, how did I come outside? But then you fast forward to Jawan.
Jawan, baby.
And it was so crazy because I realized it would take Shah Rukh Khan, you know? Like, it would take Shah Rukh Khan to say, like, no, a female can be the main voice for a film. And, like, when they called me for it, they were just like, it's Shah Rukh with a gang of girls and they got guns. And I was like, bet, I got this. That's all I needed to know. But that changed it now. And I feel like there is a difference in what's happening in Bollywood. And that's, we can credit Shah Rukh Khan here at least. We can speak highly of Shah Rukh Khan, right?
Always.
Any day I will.
That's
right?
the rule. Always.
Love you,
One
Shah
man. But yeah, no, but at the same time, and because we're just talking about, you were talking, Arijit recently said he's
Done.
Done a playback singing. What thoughts does that leave you with as a playback singer? What do you think that it's not him refusing, he's refusing a system, is what I think.
Of course.
What is that system and have you had
The
these thoughts?
system is basically putting you in a box and not letting you, basically you are in a servicing industry. The people are using
It is a servicing industry.
Yeah,
You
they're
entertain
using
people.
you for a particular purpose that you serve. If you want to do your own thing, then you're not basically serving their purpose, and that's not encouraged. That you do in your own space, उसमें पैसे नहीं डालेंगे, वो वैसे गाने गवाएंगे भी, उस पे पैसे नहीं डालेंगे, promote नहीं करेंगे उस गाने को, because it doesn't serve my purpose, and then you get tagged as XYZ type of singer.
Correct.
So I was astonished. Not astonished because that's how it's always been. For someone like an Arijit Singh or even a Sunidhi Chauhan or even Shreya Ghoshal, imagine the range of artistry that they have. The vocal range is unthinkable. It's unthinkable what they are capable of doing. But has the industry, specifically the playback industry, has it been able to, help them reach their actual true potential? No, they've been segmented as, okay, the
Slow
number
songs,
of
this is
like
jolly songs,
crying romantic songs Arijit has sung.
Yeah, it's a category.
It took him a while to reach a Binte Dil. But not, again, he's very blessed. Can I say the same for myself? I don't know if I'll ever get a song like that. I would love to,
Make
in
your own
playback.
song.
Yeah.
That's a different segment altogether.
But
But
singing for
imagine
others. Sing,
in a playback thing.
Supported by
Yeah, I mean, they will not till the time, and they'll think like, अरे इस गाने को फिर heroine, फिर इसका क्या मतलब है? How will we promote glamour? Blah blah blah. Gone.
I think it's like, with playback, the consistency of the work with a certain composer exposes them to your range. My favorite thing is when Vishal Dadlani told me, I was asking him, was like, yeah, but then Sunidhi sang slow motion, right? He's like, that's Shreya's voice. I couldn't believe that Shreya Ghoshal has gone, haan, aaj shaam lage, picture ka scene koi. I heard that, I was like, this is Shreya Ghoshal. He's like, people don't give her an opportunity to step out of that box, but we've known her for so long. So it is the only person we wanted singing this because we've known her range. So it's, if you have these great like stewards of the space and collaborators over many years who know everything you can do and what's in your arsenal, they'll let you just go.
Yeah, bring back playback. Yeah. Let me just say that. Like, it's like I'll
And
wear a
also it's a
t-shirt.
lot to do with albums having a singular music composer and not like a lot of
Singular
people.
music composer,
Singular, right?
writer,
Of course, I'm saying
singular thought.
Vision.
Because I remember एक ज़माना था जहाँ पर SPG की आवाज़ वो सलमान के किरदार की आवाज़ थी. So suddenly Udit ji can't come and sing a Salman song in a film, And I think that thought, that thinking has left the building. I don't think anyone, like I always say that my radio playlist when I'm on air is a living, breathing object. Because I change it, I can twist it. I have this artistry that I bring to the table, right? Literally, where I can segue songs, I can, introduce them, I can bunch them together. And that is for me alive. And I think even more so albums, right? Because remember when we used to hear an entire album, like we remember the song that came after the first song and after the second song. I think I don't know, bring playback back.
I
Bring albums
think
back.
it's very brave what Arijit did. It's inspiring because it's not easy to leave that kind of money.
हम कभी नहीं
That kind of money and that kind of opportunity where you're getting free promotion. It is free promotion. Bollywood is free promotion. Because there's so many people involved. They're big faces, right? And you're a playback singer. You'll automatically get the most number of streams. And in today's world, I'm struggling when my independent song releases because I don't get the playlisting as much as a Bollywood song does. So in this era, when you have that opportunity of keeping that treasure with you and you're leaving that to explore what else you can do. Can you direct? he's been directing, he opened his own label, he wants to collaborate with so many people. पर वो कब करेगा जब उसके पास इतनी सारे लाइन लगी रहेगी कि playback करो, ये करो, मेरी फिल्म में भी गाना है, मेरी फिल्म में भी गाना है. So Arijit wants to live.
Yeah.
He wants to live his other aspects, his other artistic life. And this is so inspiring that a mammoth of an artist like that big artist is doing that. I don't want to do it anymore. It's inspiring, and it inspires more people to create your independent stuff. कि आप इसके मोहताज नहीं हैं, कि आपको कोई बुलाएगा. I want to share this. I left this impression कि मुझे कोई बुलाएगा बहुत पहले. I wanted to be a playback singer when I came here in Bombay. 10 years ago I came to Bombay, 2015 August, and I wanted to be whole and soul playback singer because all my idols were playback singers. Sunidhi Chauhan, Shreya Ghoshal, Asha Bhosle, Lata Mangeshkar, everybody is talking about their songs. हर जगह उनके गाने बज रहे हैं. But after meeting all the music directors, after spending time in the industry, sitting on the couches, wasting time, I'm sorry, and realizing that this is not for me, I can't do that. I would rather sit at home and do my riyaz than waiting for an opportunity कि आ जाओ भाई गाना गा लो. रियाज का कोई एंड नहीं है. वो मैं 8 घंटे भी करूँगी, 18 घंटे भी करूँगी तो मेरी ही बेहतर होगा उसमें. And that's how I made Kahan, which is one of Bulle Shah's poetry. I was doing my riyaz. One day आमद हो गई और कहाँ बन गया, सारंग में बन गया. सारंग क्लासिकल से आया एंड देन बुल्ले शाह की पोइट्री मिल गई और फिर उसमें अपने एडिशन कर दिए लिरिक्स के, तो वो कहाँ बन गया. तो अगर मैं अपने साथ नहीं बैठती और वो काउचेस पे बैठी रहती, जस्ट अ डेकोरेशन बन के, जस्ट एक ऐसा बन के कि एक्सेसरी बैठी है और स्टूडियो में, आई रियलाइज दैट लेटर कि भाई ये लड़की यहाँ क्यों बैठी है. तो क्यों बैठी है वो लड़की, उसको नहीं बैठना चाहिए वहाँ पे. भाई जाओ घर रियाज करो, कुछ देख लो, अमेज़ॉन देख लो, कुछ भी देख लो. All I'm saying is, do not wait for the opportunity. Create an opportunity. There is, internet is, there's so much happening and you have so many platforms now. You just have to dig deep into what you want
and what your voice is.
And do it regardless. Because there is space. क्या होगा, गलत करोगे फिर अगला गाना अच्छा बन जाएगा, फिर कोलैबोरेट कर लोगे किसी के साथ, कुछ सीख लोगे. I have collaborated with so many artists and it has taught me a lot and I have learned a lot from mixing to mastering to editing to coloring. Everything I've learned during pandemic and after that. Right? So it's endless when you start thinking in that direction. And if you don't think, तो फिर बंद है ना डब्बा. आप डब्बे में खुद ही अपने आप को बंद कर रहे हो.
And that's the good part of the time that we are in.
Exactly.
One is able to, ये सिर्फ अब बोलने की बात नहीं है. You can absolutely do it. And what the route is, and so you finalize your goal and then you make your own route. I mean, it sounds and make your own path. It sounds very bumper stickery, but it is true. And it's like my daughter said to me the other day. She said, I don't want to be that Imtiaz Ali sad montage. There's that girl sad montage.
That's a great choice.
Where you're sitting around saying, I don't want to be that sad montage.
I said everybody's catching strays, like everyone.
We're name dropping random things, but I love it.
Non-film segment is that one great thing which we had when the playback scene was way bigger than today. We had artists with great command over their craft. And right now what is happening, because it's such a democratized platform, anyone can start a channel, anyone can start making music, which is great. I think the focus on craft has really gone down.
100%.
And people are just focusing on how fast and how swiftly we can become popular by doing anything that kind of runs in the crowd. And once you're popular, I mean, that's it. You've made it.
Then you learn.
But the thing is that
Then also people don't learn.
They don't learn. What is happening is that now technology has come handy, na? So they'll put auto-tune hardware during live shows, and all of these are happening. So there are so many instances where we see that seemingly popular people who have become very popular amongst the crowds, I mean, they do not live up to the expectation. Like, we do not see an Arijit Singh or a Shreya Ghoshal or a Sunidhi Chauhan fail. on stage. Maybe, oh my
Practice.
God, massive fail. That's not happening. We go and any clip, any random viral or non-viral clip that you see, they're nailing it. So I feel the newer, even people of the newer generation, I think Playback had that sort of a quality
Rigor,
control,
yes.
Yeah.
which, you know, because musicians were choosing other musicians.
Correct.
Music composers,
That is where
and
it's
so
at.
many times I'm telling you, we sit down and we try to think of different voices to try. Who do we try? People who sound so good on social media, they come to studio and they just cannot sing.
Of course.
They just cannot sing.
It's all a facade.
It is so sad because it's all sounding so great, amazing on social media, and
AI.
AI also.
Wait, but it's getting dark. Let me throw something. But all of us that it's getting dark. All of us that sit at the couch are songwriters, and that's like the one thing that I always tell people. And when they ask me like, "What's your advice for like upcoming artists?" I'm always like, focus on your craft, hone your craft,
100%.
focus on your pen, because even like, you know, the other thing that happens that I think is like horrifying with the playback is they'll have like a bunch of people record it and you don't know who's gonna be on it until the day of, and they're all famous.
Yeah.
And you're like, how could you do that? We have stories. But I was saying that, like, you know, whenever I've been involved, if I've written my part, they can't remove me without my permission. So that's how I've been able to like Gusco and all these projects. So I'm just saying, like,
Ab ye mera hai.
yeah, I'm like, you can't do it without me, I'll sue you. The American side comes out like bang bang.
Oh, I know.
But I'm just saying, write your own songs, study the greats, like take apart the songs that you know love from the people on the couch here and see what's the mathematical things, where does the, you know, rhyming things come in, and just focus on the craft, because they cannot take that away from you.
100%.
That away from
cannot
you.
take that away.
They
ये तो
cannot.
है भी नहीं मेरे पास कुछ देने.
I was like,
बहुत
AI
बहुत
I was like, uh-oh.